Ladies and gentlemen, Antonio and Akita Taylor present the Kingdom Advancers Show with your host, Akita Taylor.
Hello and welcome to the Kingdom Advancers Show. I'm your host, Akita Taylor, and I am super excited about our very special guest on today. We have Chloe Olivia Gloston with us today. I'm so excited about this 12-year-old awesome young lady who has overcame so much. She's overcome bullying. This month, actually, October is anti-bullying month, so this is a very awesome time to actually have her on the show. So we're glad that she's with us, and she's going to share her story, how she overcame bullying and what she's doing about it to help so many young people across the nation. So Chloe, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Awesome. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
I'm Chloe Olivia, and I'm a singer, songwriter, actress, pianist, and violinist.
Wow. So you have many talents.
Yes.
Yeah, many talents. So let's talk a little bit about the bullying and the overcoming that, and how you got started with this campaign that you're doing right now.
Well, when I was in kindergarten, it is when the bullying really started. The first 8 days of kindergarten, I was called fat by a lot of people, and so my mom and dad went to the school and they dealt with it, and it was taken care of. But then I started noticing that I got bullied a lot, like every year, and I started getting bullied more and more. And fourth grade was most definitely my worst year, and I got slapped and kicked and punched. I got pushed up against the wall by a teacher. Someone said that back in the day you would have been my slave. Wow. Someone else said that you should be a slave whipped and tied to a tree. The teacher, I remember the teacher had called me dumb one time. Wow. I remember I had not gotten the grade that I wanted. I went up to her and I asked her, why did I get this grade? And she was rubbing somebody else's project or what they did, and she was rubbing it all up in my face. And so that year was most definitely my worst year, and it wasn't just the kids that were bullying me. It was also the teachers. Wow. And so my mom and dad got to the point where they decided that they'll pull me out of school and homeschool me, because no one was really doing anything about it but my parents. Like, we have let a couple of people know that were in the school, and we went as far as we could go, and no one was doing anything about it. So we just I just got pulled out of school and got homeschooled. And I also, during that year, I was getting stomach aches and headaches, and one time I stayed home for about the last 2 days of the week because I had to go to the hospital because I got a stomach ache so bad. And so when I got out of school, the stomach aches and the headaches stopped hurting. I wasn't depressed and everything. And my mom used to ask me if I used to think about suicide. And I used to always say no. Like, I would always deny her on that. Like, I hadn't really stepped up the courage to actually tell her until about January, February, that kind of time of the year, this year. And I finally told her that I wanted to commit suicide. That every day I would walk into the kitchen and I would probably see a butter knife or just a knife laying on the counter, and I would think about what would people do, what would people say if I committed suicide, if I was gone. And my thought was they wouldn't really say anything, they wouldn't care.
Wow. And how old were you when you were contemplating suicide?
Fourth grade, I was about 10 years old.
11. This subject is something that I feel has been under the radar for a long time, and what I really love about your family is that you had that open relationship with your parents. You told them exactly what was going on in school. They stepped up to the plate and did whatever they could to try to make everything okay with school. But when they couldn't, they did what they had to do, and homeschooled you for a while. So I commend your parents for that, and you just feeling comfortable enough to tell what was going on. There's a lot of children that go through in school every single day and they don't tell a soul, or they don't tell their parents because they feel like, okay, they're not going to understand, or I really don't have an outlet, or I really don't have anybody to talk to. So if you're a child that's listening to this program right now, you do have someone that you can talk to. There's somebody that you can tell what's going on, and that's something that you do not have to tolerate, being bullied in school. So tell me where you are now. You're back in school now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so and how's that going for you?
It's going really well, cause when the school year was ready to start again, in 5th grade, I decided to go back to school and say, you know what, I'm gonna face my bullies, because what they did to me was wrong and they should know that. And when I went back, I ended up being in the 5th grade play, and I turned out to be the star of the 5th grade play. And also I got asked by my music teacher, which I was really close to. I got asked to write the graduation, the 5th grade graduation song, because we graduated in 5th grade to go to middle school. And ever since I went to middle school, I mean, I still have like some people that like come up to me and they would try to, like, I guess just get a reaction, but they're really not gonna get it, because I mean, I just don't care about what other people say, how they define me, because I really can't be defined if I already define myself.
I love it. I love it how you said that you were going back to the school, you were facing your fears, and you were going to face those bullies because you did not let them control your life. And there's so many children that let other children control their lives, what they think about them, what they say about them. And in reality, the children that are bullies, they're really insecure. There's really something going on the inside of them that they haven't dealt with, so they lash out and they take it out on other people. And a lot of times there's greatness on the inside of you, and I believe that God has chosen you in this hour to be one of his mouthpieces for the young people. And the devil knows that, so he's going to try to come at you at an early age to try to break your spirit. But I love the fact how you overcame that, and you took your power back, and you took your life back. So that's awesome. That is awesome. So you said that you were actually the one that was chosen to do the school song.
Yes, I was. There were 3 songs that we all sang, and then one of them was one that I got to wrote. So the music teacher, because the music teacher was directing, like she was directing everyone, the dance moves, all of this singing and everything. And she asked me to write the song because she knew that I started writing songs after the fact that I got bullied.
And you were in the 5th grade then at that time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Chloe went back to the school and she wrote a song. She got it together. So I really, really love that. So the whole school had to actually sing that song.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. So you've written a lot of songs. How many songs have you written?
I think I counted them the other day, about 50 and still running.
Okay, so you have written 50 songs already.
Yes.
And you have also recorded.
I recorded my new song, Crazy Kinda Beautiful, which came out on iTunes and Google Play and Spotify and all the music media outlets September 9th.
Awesome.
So I'm still working on another few songs. So.
Awesome. And I have listened to that song, A Crazy Kind of Beautiful. It's an awesome song. We're actually going to listen to it in just a little bit and let the world hear it. And we're going to also tell everybody how to get in contact with you and how to download that song a little bit later in the show. So you actually took what you went through being bullied and you wrote a song. It's called A Crazy Kind of Beautiful. And that song is just basically, it's encouraging who you are, embracing who you are, and you are such a beautiful young lady. So that song definitely fits you, and I believe that when other young people hear that song, that they're going to embrace their greatness on the inside of them, and they're going to see the way that God actually predestined and who he really called them to be, no matter what other people say. So I definitely commend you for that. You are awesome. So you're actually you do anti-bullying campaigns.
Yes.
So what are some of the things that you're doing to help young people?
Well, I go around. I went on a mini tour about 1 or 2 years ago, and it was in New York, and I went around to a lot of the boys and girls clubs that were there, and I did a concert for all of them, for all of the little kids and the kids that are about around my age, and I just got to perform for them there. I was with Hezekiah Walker and John P. Key. I just go around and I just sing and share my story, and with kids that have gone through the same situation, with kids that are going through this situation, and I'm just kind of there to let them know that you're not the only one going through this, and suicide is definitely not an answer.
It's definitely not the answer, and I know that gives them hope to hear your story and say, okay, I went through some of the same things that you went through, but I overcame it. So what is the reaction that you're getting from these youth when they hear your story?
Well, a lot of kids, they would come up to me and they would like start crying. They would be in tears and they'll be like, oh, I remember I have been wanting to commit suicide for a very long time because I got bullied really, really badly too. And they would just be confessing that they got bullied badly to their moms or their dads. I remember one time there was this girl, we were at a back to school event, and she just started crying, and she was like crying into her mom and dad's arms, and I went over there and I hugged her and stuff, and she said that she wanted to commit suicide also.
Wow. So this is something that's spreading across the nation with our young people. They don't know how to deal with the bullying. They don't know how to deal with the pressure and the things that go on in school or the things that go on outside of the household. And that is something that the devil wants them to do, is say, okay, go ahead and just take your life. Nobody's going to care. But that's a lie from the enemy. So I'm just so glad that Chloe realized that was not the right choice, and she did not, and that she was able to come forward to her parents and let them know exactly what was going on in her life. And we see how she has overcame it, and the success that she's having right now is awesome. I'm just so excited about what God is doing in your life right now and just everything that's going on. What we're going to do right now, we're actually going to get ready and listen to Chloe's single. It's called A Crazy Kind of Beautiful. So I want you to listen to the words of this song, and we'll be right back.
I can be weak, or I can be strong, but that doesn't mean you have to bully me at all. Oh, I am me. Oh, you are you. Can I fix this mess in between us two? I'm the crazy kind of beautiful, and you can't change that. I just wanted you to know I'm the crazy kind of beautiful. I'm the crazy kind of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm the crazy kind of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
the show. I hope you enjoyed that amazing song, A Crazy Kind of Beautiful by Miss Chloe Olivia. Chloe, awesome song, and you're an awesome songwriter. You said you've written about 50 songs. And tell me a little bit about your what you do at church.
Well, I am the church's musician, and so I don't know how long, but I've been playing for the church for a while now.
Okay.
Playing the keyboard.
Awesome. So you're the main church musician.
Yes.
That's why. That's awesome. And she's 12 years old. So she wears many hats. And I know earlier in the show you told us that you were also an actress. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you've done in that area.
Well, my first real acting job was when I was in 5th grade, and I actually got the role of a male, which was my first role, and I was like, whoa, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna remember all the lines? I was like really stressing out because it wasn't my gender. So I started going over the lines with my mom. We changed a few lines so we can make it where it was like unisex for both. And so I got to do that, and people were actually calling me the star of the show actually that night. And ever since then, that's when I realized that I really liked acting, and I wanted to do more plays, more theater, and movies and TV shows. So I started looking at auditions and stuff. I recently, over the summer, did Inspire the Fire by Dennis Reed, and I was on stage. I wrote a monologue, and I performed that monologue, and it was about police brutality and racism and drug abuse, and we were and I performed that over the summer. And I auditioned for John Casablancas and Premiere and different stuff like that. So
awesome. So you are embracing the acting, the singing. You're also a motivational speaker.
Yes, ma'am.
So you actually go around and you motivate and you encourage. So you spoke in different churches and different arenas. What are some of the places that you've spoken at?
Well, I spoke like my real actual like full length speech was in the summer in Charleston, in the church in Charleston. And I like introduce myself now, because I remember when my mom, she would always be up there and she would be introducing me. But then I started like growing out of that stage where I'm not saying anything, and I started like talking a lot before sharing my story with other people before I actually go on stage and sing.
Wow. So you're comfortable with who you are, and you're able to speak for yourself now. Okay, it's awesome. It's awesome. Your story is just amazing. I believe there's going to be so many young people not only just seeing how you overcame bullying, but how you are just going after your destiny full force. I mean, you are 12 years old and you have accomplished more than what some adults have. So that is amazing in itself. I love the way like you took your life back. You went back to school. You faced those bullies. You said, okay, you're not going to control my life. And not only that, but you're going forward in ministry. You're a musician. You're a singer. You're an actress. You're a songwriter. It's just so much that's on the inside of you that it's going to encourage not only young people but also adults. I believe there's going to be some adults that's going to see this show like, wow, if she's doing all that, let me do what I'm supposed to do. Let me get myself together, because there's more in me. So I believe you're not only called to inspire young adults, but you're also inspiring adults, because you're an inspiration to me. Just listening to your story and just sitting here talking to you and just seeing the strength and the tenacity with you of how you overcame everything. It's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. And like I said, this subject, anti-bullying, is something that is very near and dear to me, because you hear it so many times, and you know, from your nieces and your nephews, and just the things that they go through in school, and just not really knowing how to overcome it. But your story is it just shows how you can take that power back, and how you don't have to let it control your life. because so many young people let it control who they are or who they're not. There's so many young people that it causes them to just kind of buckle down and don't do anything, don't want to talk to anyone, don't want to pursue their destiny, not wanting to go forth. But I commend you for going full force with that.
Thank you.
And you're on social media.
Yes.
I have your information here. You're actually on Twitter. You're on YouTube, Facebook. Also, you actually have a website, chloeolivia.com.
Yes.
So if someone wanted to get in contact with you, what is the best method for reaching you?
I would probably say Instagram. I use that a lot
Okay.
more than I use everything else. Twitter,
Okay.
I just started
Mhm.
going back in touch with that, but Instagram is probably the best way because I'm always on there, and then my mom is always on Facebook.
Okay.
So if you want
Okay.
to talk directly to me,
Mhm.
my Instagram.
Okay, that's awesome. And you're working on a video right now.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I'm shooting the video on Sunday, this upcoming Sunday,
Mhm.
and it is for my song It Still Hurts, and it's talking about how suicide is not an answer. It's pretty much a tribute to the ones that have lost their lives due to bullying, the ones that have committed suicide because of bullying, and we're actually the first scene we're shooting is going to be in a funeral home with the coffin and everything, and yeah, it's a pretty emotional song, but
Wow. It's called It Still Hurts.
yes.
Okay. Okay. And I feel like that's actually a good place to even shoot it in a funeral home, because you're dealing with this. I feel like you're actually taking the forefront before something like this happens. People will be able to see this video and see what they need to do to avoid. You don't want to deal with it after something has happened to the child and there's nothing that you can do. You want to deal with it beforehand. The same way that you and your parents took this thing and you flipped it around, and God's getting the glory out of your life. So awesome. Good luck on your video shoot. I know it's going to be a success. And so this is a different song that you wrote.
Yes.
Okay. Is that one out on digital stations yet, or?
Not yet.
Okay. But A Crazy Kind of Beautiful is.
Yes.
Okay, so, and that's this song right here. It's A Crazy Kind of Beautiful. It's Chloe's single that you listen to, and it's actually available on digital stations.
Yes.
Where can we get this?
You can get it on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify,
Mm-hmm.
Amazon. Oh, everywhere that holds like the digital music.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it.
Okay, so whatever your favorite digital download station is, go out there and download this song, A Crazy Kind of Beautiful, Chloe Olivia Gloston. You don't want to miss it. This song is amazing. It's very encouraging. I've listened to it. I love it. It's uplifting. It's inspiring. It's going to make you smile, and it's going to make you know, okay, that God made you beautiful. You're fearfully and you're wonderfully made, and God makes no mistakes. And I believe that he chose you in this hour just to show his love, just to show his concern for this subject, for this thing that our youth are going through. He's chosen you in this hour to overcome that and show those people that they can have hope, that there is a way out, that you don't have to give up, that someone does love you, that someone does care, that you are important. I believe those are all the things that the devil tried to tell these young people, that they're not important. I'm pretty sure he used to tell you that.
Yes.
Okay, but you knew that it was a lie.
Yes.
So I love it. I love the fact that you overcame it, and you're just awesome. You're just one. If there's anything that you would like to say right now to someone that may be going through bullying, what would you tell them? Just tell them now.
I would tell them, you're not the only one that's going through this. Suicide is definitely not an answer, and if you are going through it, let someone know. Let your mom or your dad know. Whoever you think would care, let them know about it. Just let anyone know about it, because if you keep it in for too long, it'll end up coming out a result of you dying from it, or a result as you taking it out on someone that you don't need to take it out on.
Awesome. So thank you so much, Chloe, for just coming to the Kingdom Advancers show. That's what this show is all about. It's about uplifting. It's about encouraging. And it's just showing the world that you can make it through Jesus Christ, and that it's so much that he wants to do with you in the kingdom of God. So thank you so much for joining us on the Kingdom Advancers show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching the Kingdom Advancers show. We hope you have enjoyed the show today. I've definitely enjoyed talking with Chloe Olivia about anti-bullying and overcoming it and just being all that God has called her to be. Chloe, can you give your contact information one more time if someone wanted to get in contact with you?
My contact information is for Twitter and Instagram, it's the Chloe Olivia. For my Facebook, it's Chloe Olivia Gloston. And for my email, it is chloeolivag@gmail.com.
Awesome, awesome. And if you have any questions about the Kingdom Advancers show, or if you would like to be one of our guests, you can reach us at kingdomadvancers19@gmail.com. Again, that's kingdomadvancers19@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. God bless.